Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us virtually today. My name is Nina Tangri, and I'm the Member of Provincial Parliament for Mississauga-Streetsville and the Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade. I'd like to welcome our guest joining us on this call, Honourable Monte McNaughton, Minister of Labour, Training and Skills Development. Gail Garland, President and CEO of the Ontario Bioscience Innovation Organisation. Maura Campbell, Vice President, Intellectual Property and Contracts at Turnstone Biologics, and Mark Buntain, CEO of Synaptive Medical. COVID-19 has emphasized the important role that health and life sciences hold in supporting the people of Ontario. And we know that the sector will help lead the way in Ontario's economic recovery. Startups and new innovative businesses in the sector, often small in size, face significant challenges in achieving commercialization due to significant upfront capital costs and unique skill sets needed by their workers. Support from Obio and industry associations make all the difference. Innovation is crucial to supporting the health and well-being of Ontarians, and innovation in this sector saves lives. Our health and life sciences ecosystem here in Ontario is strong. We are home to the second largest cluster of companies in Canada, and my riding here in Mississauga-Streetsville is also commonly known as Pill Hill. But we need to do more to support our small and startup companies, building their workforce and giving them the skills they need to turn their ideas into reality and enable them to compete in a globally competitive market. That's why I'm so excited about this announcement today. With that, I'd like to turn it over to Minister McNaughton to provide more details. Minister, over to you.
Well, thank you so much, Nina. Good morning, everyone. It's great to be with all of you. I have to just first begin by thanking my colleague and congratulate her, MPP Nina Tangri, who's the Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade. Nina, I know you've worked really closely with the Premier and with our government in attracting new businesses to Mississauga and into Ontario. So thank you and congratulations for all the work you're doing and in bringing these companies here and creating jobs locally. So thank you. As Nina said, this past year really has shown us just how important our healthcare workers are to the strength of all of our communities right across Ontario. These heroes have been on the front line since day one, and we would not be where we are today without any of them. To our nurses, PSWs, and so many more, thank you for your service. Because of you, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Standing behind our front line has been an army of medical innovators. Workers across health sciences professions have been developing new vaccines, medical devices, and examination tools. And while we are closing the book on this deadly virus soon, the need to continue to innovate is not going away. Instead, we now have the opportunity to build on the progress that we've made. And with that comes a need for more business development professionals in the health sciences. These are the people that help companies bring in investments and grow. In short, as more of our businesses focus on using science to solve problems in the medical field, whether that's researching and developing a new drug or a new tool, they need support in getting investors interested. These kinds of skills don't come from out of nowhere. They need to be developed over time, so entrepreneurs can scale up their businesses and make our province competitive in the health sciences marketplace. This is why I'm so excited to spotlight today this project by the Ontario Bioscience Innovation Organization, or OBIO. We are investing over $5 million for OBIO to help up to 150 people currently working in the health science industry get the business development skills they need by offering a training and mentoring program that covers advanced business, financial, and intellectual property commercialization skills. With these new skills, innovators in health sciences will be able to better draw investors and find the best partnerships to develop and commercialize their ideas. This will, in turn, lead to more jobs in sectors like manufacturing, advanced manufacturing, and healthcare. I want to thank Obio and their partners for coming up with this great idea to help our economy and provide exciting jobs. This is where our economic recovery will start, with people learning and applying new skills. I see every day how great jobs empower people, and not only the worker, but their family and their community. To put it another way, more opportunities to grow means brighter future, bigger paychecks, and a self-sustaining loop of prosperity for us and for generations to come. Things are getting better. Hope is on the horizon and getting closer every single day. Thank you, and I'll now turn it over to Gail, who is President and CEO of Obio. Gail, over to you.
Thank you, Minister McNaughton. We are delighted with this investment from the Ministry of Labour and the Skills Development Fund, which, given the growth in the health sciences sector due to the pandemic, comes at a particularly critical time. Obio's Business Development Skills Program will help support innovative training solutions to respond to labour market needs precipitated by COVID-19, which is driving an increased demand for highly skilled professionals in the health science industry. The funds will be used to deliver the program and support Ontario-based companies of all sizes to continue scaling by increasing their bench strength and business development. The program will provide uniquely tailored training for roles at the heart of intellectual property commercialization and the breadth of business, finance, and operational skills to build and enhance critical in-house capabilities among key leaders. The program is open to private companies headquartered in Ontario, developing technologies or providing services related to human health science, and will run from June 2021 to March 2022. With Obio's health science industry support, employers will be more successful securing capital from global investors to grow their businesses, commercialize their products, and create new jobs. It is our goal with this program that health science companies grow and stay in Ontario and become leaders in the global market. The funding will have a positive impact, not only on the recipients, but also our economy by promoting growth in the health science sector in Ontario, helping them to retain key talent and advance our province and Canada as leaders in the global market. This will in turn create new jobs and investment opportunities while driving increased innovation in homegrown technologies. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much, Gail. Now we're going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to ask a few questions to Maura Campbell, Vice President of Intellectual Property and Contracts at Turnstone Biologics. I know Nina introduced her earlier, as well as Mark Bontain, CEO of Synaptive Medical. So Maura, I wondered if I could just start with you. What exactly does your company do, and how will it benefit Ontario?
Good morning, Minister, and good morning, all. The burden of cancer incidence and mortality is rapidly growing worldwide. In Ontario alone, it's estimated nearly 1 in every 2 Ontarians will be diagnosed with cancer sometime in their lifetime. This is quite a sobering statistic. Turnstone is a clinical stage biotech company that's dedicated to the research and development of highly innovative and transformative immunotherapy technologies that can address these urgent unmet clinical needs of millions of people living with cancer. We believe we can significantly move the needle on these statistics by innovating across various modalities through our proprietary viral and cell therapy platforms, which we feel will ultimately enable enhanced immunity at the site of solid tumors.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And really, Mark, the same question to you. What exactly does your company do, and how will this benefit our province and the people here? Mark, I think you're on mute there.
How about now? Synaptive Medical is a Toronto-based but global medical device and technology company. We solve surgical imaging and data challenges really to improve quality of human lives. Synaptive has commercialized a cranial MRI system and a suite of products that include surgical planning software, surgical navigation software, a surgical microscope, and various robotic aspects for visualization. So we're attempting to create a more seamless experience for healthcare professionals, increasing efficiency and improving the outcomes for patients. We're addressing the challenges of modern medicine by creating these unique products and solutions for imaging and in surgery. And ultimately, we hope to transform the delivery of healthcare.
That's great, Mark. Thank you for all the work that you and your company are doing and your team there. Maura, I guess just lastly for you, how will the Business Development Skills Program help our companies here in Ontario?
Well, Ontario's health science companies are making great strides in improving the quality of people's lives around the world. Companies can take advantage of Obio's Business Development Skills Program. They can ensure they have the necessary talent and skills to advance their technology right here in Ontario. Among other aspects of the program, the platform offered affords more success to companies seeking capital from global investors to grow their business, allowing them to build and augment critical in-house capabilities. Obio's program not only meaningfully contributes to the Ontario market, but with their global reach, promotes Ontario health science companies to better position themselves as leaders on the world stage.
That's great. Really, really exciting. And Mark, how will this program help companies in Ontario?
Well, the Obio's Business Development Skills Program, it provides Ontarian health sciences organizations with an array of benefits, both financial support, business strategy planning, and also clinical validation. All of these, as you might expect, they cost a lot. So we really are appreciative. The program enables companies to grow to the next level, and it also contributes to Ontario's economy on a much larger scale.
Maura, Mark, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us. And I have to admit, it was kind of fun asking other people questions this morning. So thanks for all you do, and a grateful province really appreciates everything that you and your companies do, and Obio member companies as well.
Thank you.
Thanks, Minister.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Now we'll open it up for any media questions. We'll take questions over Zoom first. If you have a question, please use the raise hand feature. And now we'll go to the teleconference.
Phone, if you do have a question, please press *1. Your first question comes from Antonella Artuso with the Toronto Sun. Please go ahead.
Good morning. How is everyone this morning?
Good morning, Antonella.
I have some general questions about, in relation to this topic. The $5 million investment, given how much money the government spends in general, is not hugely significant, seems very targeted. But Ontario had a relatively high level of debt going into the pandemic. How long can you afford to support businesses that are coming out of this pandemic?
Well, certainly, we've committed, Antonella, to be there for the families in Ontario to get us through COVID-19 and begin the economic recovery. I believe strongly in ensuring that we have the most talented and skilled workers in the world. That's why we introduced this new skills development fund to really ensure that people impacted by COVID-19 who've lost their jobs, who've been displaced because of the pandemic, help them quickly get the training and skills needed to find meaningful jobs. This program we're highlighting today is really to upskill 150 workers to ensure that we're recruiting more investment to Ontario to grow jobs, which ultimately will help the coffers of the government so we can continue to invest in healthcare and education. Certainly, the pandemic has impacted, the fiscal situation of every government around the world. But we're going to continue supporting businesses and individuals in the healthcare system to get through COVID-19 and to ensure that we go from jobs, jobs, jobs to jobs, jobs, jobs.
Follow-up?
Yes, thank you. By locking Ontario down harder and longer than other jurisdictions, are you concerned now that the province is at a longer term economic disadvantage than its competing jurisdictions?
Well, certainly, the challenge was that we got vaccines later than other countries. I mean, we look at the United Kingdom and some jurisdictions in the United States that were vaccinating their general populations much earlier. But we are on the brink of moving forward with reopening businesses across the province. Again, just 2 days ago, we hit the 8 million vaccination point, which is a milestone for Ontario. But I believe the future is bright. There's lots of opportunities for workers across the province. There was one study done prior to COVID-19 showing that 200,000 jobs were going unfilled every single day in Ontario. Thankfully, those jobs are still going unfilled. And the reason I say that is many of the jobs available to workers in Ontario are actually paying more than the jobs that were lost from the pandemic. So our government's top priority, and mine as Minister of Labour, Training and Skills Development, is to ensure that we're investing in workers, making sure that they have the proper upskilling and retraining and training to have meaningful, lucrative careers. I'll put our workers up against any worker from across the world. We have the best here. We're just ensuring that we're filling the skills gap and connecting those workers that have been impacted by the pandemic with the jobs that are available. And this announcement today is really, really exciting. The healthcare bioscience industry is a bright light for Ontario. It's going to be part of the recovery coming out of COVID-19, and I'm proud that we're partnering to upskill workers that are going to be able to attract more investment, grow companies here, and create excellent careers for people here in Ontario.